Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Serious Strategy Game, and we are returning to Master of Command with our Cossack run. So, let's see what else we can clear off the map. There are a couple of things down here, but I am very interested in this herd up here in the hope that it will give us new horses. So let's see whether we can get up there. By the way, in between episodes I did rearrange... just a small couple of things. We do have one more promotion here that we can take on Volansky. So he's got combat effectiveness, melee damage, movement, speed, and charge. We really do need something that gives us charge. The movement speed is tempting. We would be getting enormous movement speed. You know what? It's fun. It's fun. You know what? I want to try out a little bit how this can work out. That means these guys should be super fast now. So let's see whether that does anything good for us. Right. I would have preferred charge, but here we are. Good. Unmanned outpost, garrison with a few... Ooh, this is nice. Yeah, I think we're gonna obviously delay the enemy headquarters by 2 weeks. But again, I'm really hoping for the herd here to give us some good horses. We do also hope to engage a few more enemies. That would be good too. Guaranteed outpost success. Likely success. No, we're going to go for guaranteed outpost success. And we are getting 3 weapons. One of which is a good Hussar sabers. So that is good. These are good already. These are not good. Okay, so let's exchange these. That's fine. And by the way, what kind of weapon do you have? I think that's all okay. Right. Okay, off to the herd. By the way, it is nice to know all of the encounters, because that means I don't have to ever go back to the normal march, and I can just use the forced march. Do we get pelts or something else? I think the pelts are fine. Yeah, there we go. Then we have an enemy army here. 12,000 men against our 10,000. I think we probably want to take that on, right? We've got everyone sort of set up, so the only thing I might change then is... You, I think, do have some sort of training bonus, don't you? Veterancy gain plus 5%. Okay, 5% is not that big. Let's just go for it. Right, we are suffering a little bit of attrition here, but that's okay. 12,000 men then, most of which seem to be grenadiers. Not good for us at all, because these are good at melee. And plenty of hussars and dragoons and cavalry. It's actually going to be a little bit tougher than I expected, but we'll see. I dislike that. Well, the grenadiers, they might be a little bit more susceptible towards our dragoons, so I think their fire should not be fantastic. So maybe we're going to try to roll up the flank with our dragoons. That might actually work. We also need to be mindful that we've got at least one infantry unit in here. Because they don't yet have horses. And that is these frontier recruits. So I think the frontier recruits, we're going to place them in this little hamlet over there. And we're going to get them into a normal column. Turn that way. And then we're going to send them off. Hopefully trying to reinforce that. And I'm going to just back you up by these 2 Cossacks. I think that's going to be okay. Right. And then the dragoons... Would be tempting to try to roll them up from the left. Got some Landmiliz, some Fusiliers. Some Fusiliers with some sort of barrier there. But the Grenadiers are mostly on the right. So let's put our dragoons on our right. Right, there we go. Hopefully that's going to work out. And the super fast... cavalry, we're gonna... Now, these are not the super fast ones. These are some of the normal speed ones. We're gonna have you come up to the left, and we need to be mindful of that little river there. So let's put you sort of like that. That's gonna be okay. Cuirassiers and horse grenadiers, you're gonna be in the center, and then the Ukrainians, you're gonna be on the right. Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. Let's advance everyone a little bit. Most importantly, actually, you guys. Right, and do get up there. In particular, the recruits. And then the Don Cossacks. You ride around. Like so. You can accelerate a little bit initially. Do you know what? We're going to put the general just behind the infantry. The infantry really doesn't have enough staying power, but they do have this pontoon, so they should be training up a little bit faster. But I am kind of worried about how strongly they'll be able to hold here. So you know what? We're actually going to pick our heavy guys and get them up over here a little bit more like that. Okay, that's fine. Good. Okay. You should not be running so much. How are you guys doing? Guess the Cossacks we'll put a little bit to the rear. I'm going to go back to normal speed here. You're not running anymore. That's fine. Munich Cuirassiers, Horse Dragoons, Ukrainians, you can move up faster. And then the Dragoons, you come up a little bit more like directly so. You know what? You're gonna switch places here a little bit. That's gonna be fine. But they've got a couple of Dragoons. The artillery is, as we would expect, in the center. Right, I'm a bit nervous. The Grenadiers are pretty strong, so I don't really like that. Don't love it, don't love it. Get around this forest. Apparently they are facing off against us, which I suppose is okay. Right, recruits, you can run for a second here. And you know what, actually do take off your bayonets. Because you are going to be backed up by other people. Right, okay, Dragoons. Do ride in here, do be fast, and see what we can do about their Grenadiers. Okay, obviously their Grenadiers are turning around. We're going to run away. Okay, they have shot at us. They are sort of not volley firing, really. They are on the high ground. That I dislike. And I dislike the fact that their Dragoons are coming in like that. We're going to have the Cossacks come around quickly, and who do we have to back you up here? Horse Grenadiers, actually. Okay, you're going to come forward. How's the situation looking up here? Okay, we are taking a bit of casualties here. I suppose mostly from artillery. Yeah, once they do have artillery, things start to get a bit awry. And this shootout is not going to turn out nice, but we'll see. Okay, these Dragoons need to come back because their Dragoons are going to charge us super soon. Not just soon, super soon. Okay, there they are charging. As we kind of expected. Let's have the Horse Grenadiers charge first. And on double speed, and the normal Cossacks can charge on normal speed. No, it would still be way too fast. Okay, deal with their Dragoons. Fantastic. Okay, up over here, their cavalry is charging in. Let's countercharge. Guys, countercharge. That's fine. Our Ukrainians are in their rear. And it looks to me like we can take two of you. You there. You do that too. You're going to come over here. And then charge the artillery. Situation up here is a little bit weird, but I suppose that's going to be alright. Okay, yeah. Put the veteran guys in a little box here. Okay, got the horse artillery. Okay, things over here are fine. You take out everyone. There are a couple of more hussars coming, and they're going to charge in soon. So we'll need to keep an eye on that. Right, Munich Cuirassiers. You know what, Russian Cuirassiers, you're going to come in just like so. Bam, 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 bam. And they're gone. Okay, fantastic. Good stuff. The frontiers, I didn't want you to move. I only wanted to move these guys. Okay, that's all right. Okay, situation up here is fine. Let's quickly overwhelm them and their artillery. Okay, fine. You can get out now, please. You're taking too many casualties here. Way too many casualties, actually. Like half of you are dead. Okay, speaking of, there are more hussars coming in, so we'll need to get them on this hill. You are in a firefight over here? No, you're not. Okay, that is a bit of an issue. Speaking of firefight, there is a firefight up here, and we're losing it. Okay, let's move you here. You guys move here. You guys are fine. You guys at this point aren't. Okay, so you move back. Russian horse, Cossacks. Yeah, okay, got them to retreat. That's lovely. And that means these guys can actually shift towards down here. You're going to shift towards over there. And these dragoons, I don't know that I want to place them in any other position, so move you like that. It's a bit of a mess there, but I suppose that's fine. Okay, frontier recruits are going to start to fire soon here at least. And their line is completely breaking, so that's lovely. Okay, their hussars and their provincial cavalry are doing things that I don't like to see. So, you know what? We're going to try to get out of here. Because there's too much micro involved there. Okay, how's the situation looking here? Well, we got into their rear. But that's not going to be their rear for long. Okay, you're facing our way now. That's unacceptable. Yeah, they are quick to turn around, I have to say that. Okay, you know what? Let's just put you in a box and start firing at you. And I suppose we're going to bring in our proper cavalry. Speaking of, I think I would like to take the Munich Cuirassiers and see how good their charge is against the Grenadiers. This is more for trial and error thing. Okay, they are turning around. So we are losing quite a number of men there while we're doing this. So let's try to back that up. You're facing the wrong way, so be wrecked. Nice. Good. Okay, fantastic. Good, good, good. Okay, dragoons, do try to disentangle yourself from that, because Cossacks run away. You can actually come up there a little bit faster, and we're going to try to consolidate a little bit here. There we go. Okay, dragoons, except for this one. That one is a bit too heavily damaged. Okay, into the Fusiliers. But frontier recruits, you need to pivot a little bit. Let's try to run. Okay, we kick these Fusiliers. That's lovely. Good, all of you. Come up over here, deal with the Grenadiers, please. Situation here is looking fine-ish. Let's charge them before they fire another time. You know what? You can actually charge them too. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Everyone, walk away. Okay, there we go. These frontier guys are still going to try to catch up. The rest of the stuff here is not going that great, I have to say. Okay, my micro is really lacking. Okay, but you're facing to the north. That's fine then. Well, it's not fine. You're being killed at point blank here. Okay, you're doing that anyway now. Okay, in that case, we're going to charge with our dragoons. They're not built for that, but they should still be doing a lot of morale damage as we are breaking into their rear. So I suppose that's fine. Okay, you guys all... No, I didn't want you to charge some random units that are trying to run away. Okay, everyone, consolidate a little bit, please. This is getting way too nasty here. How are these guys doing? Not too well. Go ahead and charge someone, please. Okay, you beat off the Fusiliers there. That's good. Right, let's have the Dragoons form the first line of defense here. And these Cossacks can actually form up behind that. I need to do more fire and control things here. There we go. Hussars should be dead. And they are. Good. Let's try to run away. The Dragoons should be dealing a little bit of damage here at least. Oh, they're out of ammo. Fine. That's a valid excuse. There we go. Shattered them. That's nice. Good. Okay, so that only leaves this single unit here. We're going to try to deal with that with the... There's the cavalry. And the Dragoons. Make sure that no one here is replenishing. Well, get your kills. Fine. Good. Okay. Dragoons. Some of you can still fire, so please do that. Okay. They are not completely brain dead. Okay, you're actually super exhausted. What sort of range do they have? What are you carrying? Neustadt muskets. Amazing. There we go. Got them to retreat. Not as good as I would have liked, to be honest, but still a win. And as long as we're not losing proper units, I still think any win is going to be a win, because we're always going to be able to replenish our losses, I believe. Especially with the... Do we have something to that effect? I don't remember. Right. Well, at least stuff that we can sell pretty expensively. Diamonds, I love these, of course. And the veterancy gain here, that's super nice. Yeah, lost 2,300 men. We are going to go for ones to get conscripts. Yeah, I think I was actually close to losing a couple of units there, but still getting a couple of promotions, so that's fine. And I think net we did gain some money here, and so I suppose that's going to be all right. We are actually out of ammunition. That's a first. We'll need to take care of that. Anything else then that we need to take into account here for our cavalry? Well, first off, promotions. You don't get any promotion. That's to be expected. You don't have any promotion yet. So, question: do we give the military treaties bland to you? I think we actually give it to you. There we go. So you now have like a 30% veterancy gain bonus. That's cool. Okay, primary weapons we have fine. Secondary weapons we have some. We have a little bit of money. We're going to get some ammo once we get to it. In the meantime, we're going to draw away the ammo on the guys that don't need it. and put at least a little bit here on the dragoons. Right, and then Demidov, our cavalry accuracy, reload speed, move speed, reload speed guy. What can we give our guys? Well, charge is very good, but not on these units. Morale damage received, and we're going to skip that. That's unfortunate. And then we've got cavalry officer charge, charge, charge. It would have been lovely the other way around, but honestly, Spartan is pretty good too. Melee damage received reduction and stamina regen. Yeah, Spartan is on melee units a very good choice. Okay, so we've got some money, we've got some ammo. We are all the way up here. We pretty much burnt everything in the vicinity. That's a bit not so great. Let's see what we can do in this encampment, whether we can gain some ammo in particular. Provide blankets. Provide for warmth. Oh, interesting. We would get a lot of money. Oh, no. I would have loved to get the money. I thought I would. I was clicking the go away there for a second button and come back. I didn't notice that we couldn't re-engage that. Okay, winter is here. That means provision consumption, movement speed, and visibility. Our visibility is basically going to be 0. Because we have forced marches all of the time. Well, let's firstly get to the slum. Prorathanas receive weapons. I think we want the weapons. Okay, not good. There's another army here, though. They're considerably fewer men than us. Other than that, let's try to rebalance our ammo a little bit. Just a little bit. Fine. I think that has to be enough. Okay, let's go for it. Yeah, we are going for it. Battle of Cöslin, they've got 2 artillery pieces. They've got 4 cavalry. And the rest of the units, I mean, it is getting apparent that their units are getting stronger. So I think we need to be a little bit more brave in doing charges at this point. Our charges should be fairly good at this point too, right? So let's see about that. Come on. Yeah, I think how's the battlefield looking? Okay, so we're going to bring our dragoons into this forest up there. You know what? We can just do it like that. We're not going to lose too much time here. Alright, normal Cossacks on the right, on the left. Ukrainians on the right. You're pretty fast. Weird unit. Go to the front. We should actually have sent you over here. And I should have toggled the bayonet before I moved you, but that's going to be alright. And you know what? We're going to go into column formation here just so we're going to get there a bit quicker. Heavy units, you're going to back that up. And that's basically everyone. Yeah, you know, the general is going to come too. These Cossacks we can also keep on this side. Okay, the Ukrainians might go for these Grenadiers as they are isolated over here now. So let's actually do that. You're going to come a little bit over here. You're going to come a little bit over there. You are going to make your way to the rear. You're going to be running. How fast are you running? 160. I love it. Even across the snow. So that is fairly lovely. And you should also be like super fast. 180 here. Cool, cool. Okay, they are now reorienting themselves towards us. So let's make sure that we are engaging before they can brace. There we go. Grenadiers are being smacked around. They're not losing morale as fast as I would have loved them to see losing morale, but still. Okay, everyone get out. The Hussars are coming to take revenge, and the other Grenadiers got in a volley, so I suppose that's okay. Right. Everyone, you can go to sort of normal speed, please. Recover a little bit of your stamina. And let's see, who are you going for? I think you're going for the unit in the far south here. So Let's get ready to spring our usual ambush. Okay, shoot. Ooh. Heavy losses there on our Cossacks. Heavy losses. Happy we didn't lose the leader there. Right, how are our Cossacks looking? Okay-ish. Let's get back across the river. Now what's going on here? And they've got a couple of hussars that are seemingly coming in. Let's see whether we can countercharge them and do all that. Okay, the hussars should not stand a chance against our heavy cavalry, the cuirassiers. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Their provincial cavalry is coming in too, so we're going to try something similar here. Okay, anything else? Okay, something is up here in the north, as some dragoons are trying to come for us. Let's try to run away. Ooh. Oh dear, oh dear. Ah, no, 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 no. Ah, that was so close. Very, very nearly we would have made it. That is unfortunate. And I think they're shooting at us at these extreme ranges. I really hate to see that. Okay, we've beaten them back here. That's at least good. Man, oh man, their range on some of their units is pretty amazing, I have to say. Right, where's our infantry, by the way? Okay, you're over here. How about you get in a line formation and start to make yourself ready to engage these musketeers. Right, we're gonna get 2 Don Cossacks to smack gobble into these grenadiers. Maybe not head first. Okay, and their artillery at least is out of breath. How's the rest of the line looking? Okay-ish, I suppose. Okay, let's start to engage the units here. Okay, their grenadiers at this point are at least starting to flank around a little bit. We're losing more men. We are starting to lose a lot of men in these engagements. Okay, broke them. Okay, these guys should break soon. Okay, a couple of dragoons here. Let's get back into the forest. Guys. Right. Okay, beaten them. Who's still around? These musketeers over here. Okay, fine. Where are our people in need of experience? There we go. Frontier recruits. How about you go ahead and shoot these guys? And then I'm going to pick the dragoons as a backup. Don't shoot yet. Hold fire. Wait for them to shoot. And then you're going to come in closer. And before they reload again, you're going to fire now. Break them. End the battle. Fine. Fantastic. Good work. Let's see. Come on. Come on. Right. 500 dollars. Good work. Ah. Excellent horseshoes. Lovely to see. The rest of the stuff. Right, I think we've got enough men. I would love to take some ammo. And some Talos, maybe? I think we need to. I don't want to be out of ammunition. And a little bit more money never hurts. So I suppose that's okay. And we are starting to run a little bit low on ammo and all of the other equipment. 60, who else? You. Yeah. Okay, fine. I like it though. Mostly everyone seems to be fine. You still haven't gotten promotion, neither have you. Everyone else is fine. Everyone else doesn't need a promotion or anything. The Dragoons think they can take. Is it sort of pulsating? Oh yeah, it is. That's nice. That's a nice addition. Okay, good. Yeah, I like it. So, big question is only, do we have anything to give to our cavalrymen? Yeah, we do a little bit, right? So you usually carry something to protect yourself, as do you. But normally we have set up something like that. Yeah, that's fine. We're going to give you the excellent horseshoes. We are going to switch the alcohol around to give you slightly better stuff. Just to make you a little bit better in sort of all regards. Yeah, better boots too. There we go. Heavy saddles. You're going to get some horses at some point, but for now I would really like you to keep the quartermaster. That's a-okay. And then, who will get the better horseshoes? You will. Good. Okay, anything we can give you that's going to be useful for infantry. Morale? No, you actually have something there. You've got shoes. Movement speed. Okay, these shoes are better. The rest of these things, well, I guess. Okay, let's spend some money here, give you some good Bibles for some morale damage and fire damage reduction. It's going to be useful for line infantry. I think this is actually a super strong thing for line infantry to pick. And it's somewhat underappreciated by the wider community. I could pay for more item slots on some of you. You in particular don't seem to have standard equipment either. Got heavy saddles, by the way. Is everyone carrying heavy saddles? You're not. Okay. Okay, you could put... Yeah, no, it is kind of pulsating. Okay, fine. Right. You guys all okay. You're gonna acquire some promotions, you're gonna acquire some stuff as we are getting sort of more alcohol, more horses, more heavy cuirasses, breastplates. That's gonna come to you. And then we're also gonna go for more blankets and stuff. Right, that being said, I think this is a good place to put in a cut. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I think we're going to try to go along this road to see whatever we can loot and pillage. And maybe buy a couple of things. Maybe dismantle the slums. I'm not convinced that that's really what we need. But we're going to try. So, thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.